Good evening, my brothers and sisters. On the second Sunday of Lent, we are presented with the transfiguration of Jesus Christ as a foretaste of the kingdom of heaven. What is heaven? Do we ever sit down and ponder on what it would be like to be in heaven? What is our expectation? In the first reading, Abraham was told to count the stars that his descendants will inherit the earth, the land on which he stood. But then in the New Testament, it is no longer this land that we are walking to gain. We are looking for a city, a home in heaven. We are journeying towards a place. And the gospel reading of today highlights that so well, that in the gospel reading of today we see particular highlights in the transformation of Jesus Christ, the appearance of Moses and Elijah, and the voice of the Father speaking. So, the transformation of Jesus Christ is the first and only time the disciples, Peter, James, and John, would see Jesus in such a state, transformed, glittering, glorious. This is the only time they would see it within his earthly ministry until the resurrection. And this happened at Mount Tabor. Why the mountain? It is a journey. And towards the journey of the mountain we move, all of us. This is just like our journey towards heaven. At the mountain of Easter, we would meet Jesus raised from the dead. But until then, we would go through the process of Lent. We would have to listen to Jesus Christ as the voice of the Father declares today. Notice the difference between the transfiguration and the baptism. The baptism ended with, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." The transfiguration goes further, listen to him. So why do we listen to Jesus? Recall that in the readings of last Sunday, Matthew chapter 4, going on, chapter 4 verse 4, Jesus said to the devil, "Man must not live on bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." And who is the word of God but Jesus? The Gospel of John chapter 1 from verse 1 begins by saying that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So, we must listen to Jesus. He is the Word. He is the one who teaches us. If we must have a foretaste of this heaven, then we must hear the word of Jesus Christ